Hello, Rebels, and welcome back to Alt Marketing School. It's Fab here, founder and teacher of the school. And today I am joined by one of our funky, fresh graduates. Hi, Sonia. Sonia, hello. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
First and foremost, congrats for graduation. It was so nice to have you with us live, dressed as a wizard, may I add.
Thank you so much. It was really fun. And I love the fact that I completed the program and feeling super proud about it.
Can we just hear a bit more about who is Sonia right now and what do you do?
Yes, I am a marketing strategist. I work especially with brands in the impactful space, so NGOs, but not necessarily only NGOs. And I also worked as a copywriter and brand strategist. And my background is actually brand strategist and web design. But somewhere along the way, I feel like I lost myself a little bit and I didn't enjoy my work. I feel like I was a little bit burnt out by the industry and the fact that I was running my business and my web design agency. I feel like that put a lot of stress as well on the situation. But it was just a very difficult period. And when I tried to see what I wanted to do, I could not find an answer. So even when people would hire me for projects, I was hoping the excitement would come back during the project, but it never really did. So I was a little bit lost. And I knew I wanted to find the spark again, especially because I remember how much marketing has given me, but I couldn't find the right way to do it.
Did something happen that helped you bring the spark back?
I mean, it was the fact that your program just came at the right time. And I even remember the moment when I saw that message in that Slack group, because it was one of those days that everything was going fine, but like more than fine. And I remember someone reached out on LinkedIn for a project. Somebody else reached out on WhatsApp after years of not chatting. And then I found your program. And I remember just reading the website and every single page and the about me, what we do. And I was like, how did I not find this before? And yeah, it was just one of those moments. Let's go, let's do it.
Now, within how we run the cohort, so obviously the fact that it's hybrid, the fact that there's hands-on work, but also that community feel, what do you think has been one or some of the things that have helped you bring that spark back?
I think the assignments for sure. I got busy as I started the program, both with the program itself, but also with other projects. And so I feel like all of the little challenges that we had at the end of each workshop, I want to revisit them now that the program is finished, because I didn't have time to fully dive into them, but also because I didn't have the mental headspace to do it. But the two assignments are the two things that really put me back on my feet, because I had to create something. And it also brought back the strategist in me, especially with the Canva slides and finding the branding for the case study. I feel like it was very familiar, and it was the familiar that I liked, because it wasn't, creating a logo or creating social media posts. It was like the actual strategy, which is the main thing that I really liked and missed. So I think especially the first one, the brand identity, was really, really interesting, because it brought me back to all of the brand strategy that I've done in the past. And then putting together the marketing plan was also really cool, because that brought me back to a more modern version of the work that I do. So it was like two of my favorite things came together in an assignment. Like I had to do it.
Can you think of one skill, one trait even, you choose whichever, that you think actually makes great strategists?
I think it's the curiosity yeah. I think curiosity is definitely one of the most important traits, because that's how you can go deeper with everything. If you just want to put together a piece, but you don't even know where to start and you don't care about the brand, then I feel like it's very difficult to do that, which is why I also think another important thing is that you have to believe in the brand, or at least believe in what the brand stands for. I know there are some people that are really good at marketing. They could market for something that they don't love and they don't believe in, but I think the quality of the job might not be as high if you actually enjoy the brand or the project or the mission behind it. So first of all, make sure that you enjoy what you're doing. and that you would buy from the company or that you would enroll in the program, whatever they do. But also being curious on how you can make it better. How would you do it if it was your company, even if it's not?
I love that. I love that. One final question would be the community piece and bringing other people in when it comes to the cohort is one of the things that I love the most, in the fact that everybody asks us, who are the marketers that come in? And what I say is there are in-house, there are freelancers, there are new marketers. I think that, to me, that's why I want to hear your opinion though, is one of the things that makes the community piece so unique and special, because everybody brings their own different backgrounds, different questions, different cases that actually make you think a bit differently than maybe what you would if you were talking to everybody doing exactly the same thing. My spider senses, I got really good after doing this with probably about 250 people on the past 5 years now. So what would you say to that? Is it just me seeing it as a teacher or as a student? Have you experienced that as well?
I think, yes, it's important because then you can talk about people. You can talk with people about different topics. And we had people from completely different background, especially my cohort. And every time we were in the breakout rooms, I would be like, oh, I don't have anything to say. And this is really, maybe I feel stuck, or like I finish whatever task we had, but, I don't feel really good about it. And then someone from a completely different industry would be like, well, but have you thought about this? Have you considered this other point of view? And I had not. So I feel like that was really, really good. And especially different ages, different countries, different cultures. That's also something that can really enrich your experience. And at first I was like, let me just do whatever assignment. Like, I don't have to be in the breakout room because I already know what I want to say. But I think it was because I was in the breakout room that I was able to go deeper and understand what I really wanted to say, or how I could go deeper in my assignment, in my own thinking even. So it was definitely beneficial.
Did the hot seat also bring some insights when it comes to the assignments? It's because you're so focused on the assignment piece, which I love, because again, the case study I think really got you thinking. I was wondering whether the hot seats as a concept is something that not everybody's familiar with, that you come in and you get a chance to talk and mock present and experience that. Was it a good challenge? Was it a bit of a scary challenge for you to present in front of us and the coaches? How did that feel?
It wasn't a new challenge, but it was like a challenge that I forgot about it. So I was excited about it because I remember years and years ago when I enrolled in my first business coaching program, the hot seat were my favorite thing because you could talk about your things and you could get actual feedback. So I was really excited about it, and it definitely helped me to build my confidence, especially also seeing what other people are bringing, because you learn as much from listening from other people's questions and issues. So it was really good to see how other people were presenting and knowing, oh, okay, they gave that feedback to them, but I think I can apply that to my work as well. And especially with the final hot seat, I think that's when I was like, okay, I have to get my shit together. And listening to the other people and their challenges, like, okay, yeah, I'm not alone in this, but I think it's time to focus now.
Who would you say this course, this experience, this program can be good for, and why should they join it?
I think it would be perfect for someone two people. One person that doesn't know anything about marketing, but has been around the industry. I think we had someone that was in a similar position, and I think it was perfect for them. So like, you might have to do marketing, but you don't know where to start. I feel like this gives you so much information on everything that you need, but in a very digestible way. So that would be scenario A. Scenario B would be someone that is already working in marketing, but kind of want to take it a little bit deeper, because I never went to school for marketing. So sometimes there is a little bit of imposter syndrome coming up, knowing, nobody taught me these things. I just learned them on YouTube. And so joining a program like this is like, no, actually I've learned it from a teacher. So I'm legit now.
You were always legit. And I think that's the thing. And it makes me so happy to hear that we can give that extra nudge, because you said it. Sometimes even if we know it, it's still because we haven't gone to uni and listened to somebody talk about some gonna get like soapbox now, but an old framework that nobody uses again. I am not legit enough in marketing. So sometimes just being able to hear from other people and get a bit of extra support, it's just a little confidence boost. So thank you so much for sharing that. It makes me so happy. But yeah, you were already legit. We just wanted to uncover that greatness. That's what I say. Great teachers don't create greatness. They just uncover it from the people around that. So I'm really happy that we could do that.
Wow.
The running thread of why you joined us and how we supported you was a lot about that, bringing that spark back, which we talked throughout this conversation. Is there anything maybe that came from us, but even not necessarily, that you think people can do if they are losing that spark, if they are losing almost that love for the industry and within the industry?
Well, it's definitely okay to feel this way, first of all. And it happens in every industry, any age, any time. So I feel like it's totally normal. But I wouldn't let it consume you from the inside. So instead of sitting with this feeling for days, weeks, months, do something about it, which could be going back to basics. And I love to do that when I'm feeling a little bit unsure of what I'm doing. I go back to thinking when I was feeling very happy and confident working in this industry and what I was doing. And I try to do that, even if maybe I don't want it or it doesn't make sense. But like, an example is that I remember listening to a lot of really great podcasts and going on a walk. So maybe I'm in that mindset that, okay, I don't want to go for a walk. I'm feeling sad. I don't even want to listen to anybody, but you know what? I'll force myself to do it. And that will put me back into the mentality of like, how can I learn? How can I improve? Instead of, oh, I don't know. I don't like where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. So learning, listening is always important. Even revisiting old marketing books, I feel like that has been really beneficial for me. Even articles, but especially the books that I finished years ago that I remember enjoying, like reading them again has been really, really fun. And maybe you can even look at that from a strategic point of view. So like things have changed and this book is now old, or this concept might be old, but they're still working. So what can you relearn from that?
Sonia, if people want to say hi and check out what you're up to right now, where should they go?
I'm mostly on LinkedIn right now, and my name is Sonia Moroni Duru. And I'm hoping to get back on Instagram soon. And in case, my handle is Wildly Creating.
Thank you so much. I mean, as always, I will say, don't forget to be kind to yourself and others, which is kind of what Sonia mentioned at the end. And also what she mentioned at the end is to never stop learning, because this is what I'm going to add to it. Practice does make progress. Until next time, thank you so much. Class is dismissed.